Guys, this is Kimberly, and this is my first video since I came home from rehab, and part of the reason for that is because I've had a really long journey so far, and I'm tired, and it's taken a lot out of me, physically, mentally, and emotionally, to get to a point to where I feel good enough to even post a video. I was in the hospital for 26 days. I didn't get to see my children during that time, which was absolutely devastating for me. I, was able to post a couple of videos, but as the days went on, I didn't have the ability to post videos, and I did make videos. I saved them to my phone and to my iPod, and they're all gone. Can't tell you what happened to them because I don't know. But anyway, I'm home now, and I'm well on my way to recovery, I guess. I've lost quite a bit of weight, not eating very much. I spent 21 days in rehab. The food was absolutely horrible. I pretty much became a fruitarian during that time, and only ate fruit. And right now, since I've been home, my hemoglobin is only 9.7, and so I'm pretty weak and don't really feel very good. So I've been drinking Ensure, and starting tomorrow, I just got my Vitamix from my house because I'm not staying at my house, and so starting tomorrow I'm going to start making some kale smoothies and spinach smoothies and things like that to get my iron levels back up and get my hemoglobin up so I start feeling better. This has been a really hard journey for me, I mean, my journey started back 15 months ago now, and it took a year for me to get my surgery. I had my first surgery. I was in the hospital for a while, and then I had a complication. I was back in, then I was home, then my surgery was postponed because I was anemic. And, then I had another complication. I had a bowel obstruction and a prolapse and a bunch of other things go wrong. And so then I was put back in the hospital. And finally, I had my second surgery on January 19th. And today is February 17th, 2012. And it's about 8:15 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And this is my first video in a couple of weeks because I just really haven't felt good. Rehab was a crock crap, excuse my French there. It was a bad experience. There were some good points, and I did make a few friends there on the night shift when they had time to come in to listen to me and to spend time with me and kind of encourage me, but pretty much they kept me medicated the first week to the point that my speech was really slurred and I couldn't get out of bed. If I had to get out of bed to go to the bathroom, I needed help. It was a really bad first week there. The second week, things started to get a little bit better. My pain was a little bit manageable, and they would get me out of bed with PT and OT. My surgeon, however, wants me to have absolutely no physical therapy until there's bone growth. My surgery was very complex. I just saw my surgeon yesterday and got copies of my x-rays. I have a total of 8 pins, 2 6-inch rods. I have 2 cages and a lot of BMP that was put in there. And they also fabricated a wire mesh to go around my vertebrae because, as my surgeon put it, when they got in there, my L4, L5 just crumbled, and the only thing that was holding it in place and keeping it from severing my spinal cord was scar tissue that had built up over the past year. Otherwise, I could have been paralyzed that quickly. And they spent, I think in one of my videos I said that my surgery took 5 hours, but it actually took closer to 7. And they spent countless hours. According to my surgeon, about 5 of those hours were spent under the microscope just dissecting and taking away the scar tissue from all the nerves and the tendons and the ligaments and everything. I really wasn't prepared for the post-op period, for how things were going to be in recovery, for how things were going to be pain-wise. I really thought that it was going to be tolerable. I thought it was going to be like my abdominal, fusion. Not too bad. Tolerable, painful, but manageable. And for that first week, it was the most horrific pain that I've ever experienced in my entire life. And I have been through some pretty painful times in my life. I've given birth to 2 children, and this so far surpasses anything. And I think that it's not so much just the physical pain, it's the mental pain that goes along with it, and the emotional pain, which there's a lot of, and rightfully so. And, I'm entitled to that, because I was really mistreated there for a while in rehab, and I'm kind of jaded about that. But as a Christian, I am trying to find the good in things, and trying to remember the fact that, I had nurses at Pacific Hospital who have gotten in touch with me since my surgery and want to keep in touch, and I've made friendships that are going to last from that hospital. As far as rehab goes, there's a few nurses on the night shift who I will probably keep in touch with, but who knows? This has just been a really long struggle. And being in the hospital for 26 days created problems of its own. I was on vancomycin for almost 4 weeks. I have vision problems now. I have ringing in my ears. My surgeon seems to think that those will pass, but my vision's extremely blurry. I have a lot of trouble reading now, and writing, and seeing things, typing. I just have a lot of trouble, and I have ringing in my ears, tinnitus really bad. I got 2 units of blood transfused. My hemoglobin was 7 when they transfused me. It went up to 9.7. Here we are 4 weeks later, and my hemoglobin is still only 9.7. But like I said before, tomorrow I'm going to start that green juice feast, and I'm going to get my iron levels back up with fiber so that I don't get a bowel blockage again. 26 days on Dilaudid created a lot of problems. I was getting the Dilaudid every 3 hours religiously, and it's been a really hard journey to admit that there has been a physiological dependence that started. And every 3 hours, as that time would approach, my body would just start getting shaky, and I just knew exactly what was happening. I felt like I was going to crawl out of my skin, and I just had to have that Dilaudid. I am proud to say now that I'm going 12 hours between taking my Dilaudid, and so that is an achievement and something to be proud of. So there are some good things here. I basically have a 6-inch incision on my back. The staples have all been removed. There were just 27 in total, and I still have steri strips in place, and today I got fitted for a tortoise shell brace. That's going to be a hard shell brace. It's going to go just under my brow line, and it's going to go all the way around my scapula, which is the bottom of my shoulder blade. And so, I have a rough journey ahead of me, so I would really appreciate your continued support, encouraging words, and prayers for myself and for my family, because this is a long haul. And, in times like these, you really find out who your friends are, because, you find out who's going to stand with you and who isn't. And I have gained some really amazing friends from GLP and Coffee and Tango. You guys have just been fabulous, and I'd be lost without you. And Tabitha, you have been fabulous, and Kimberly, you've been fabulous. And everyone who sent encouraging words, thank you so much, because I couldn't have gotten through this without you, and I still have a long haul ahead of me. And to everyone who I didn't mention, thank you. And just know that you're loved and you're appreciated. And I will stop this video because I'm at 10 minutes. God bless. Bye.